And we are back. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Listen, I have a short video clip from the daytime talk show The View that is absolutely going to blow you guys' mind. This is the most bizarre thing that I've seen and heard in quite a while, and we're living in bizarro world. So to say something like that, it's got to be pretty crazy. So stick with me here. This is nuts. Before I get into it, guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you like my videos, leave me a thumbs up. My favorite thing is the comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this nonsense. Now, real quick, I just want to say my channel is really starting to grow. This community is starting to grow. And I at this point, I'm like, wow, this is like, I didn't know if this was possible or not when I started. So you guys that have joined me from the beginning or from early on when my videos were, and they're still not top quality, but when they were even worse than this, and you guys stuck with me, kept leaving me the thumbs up, kept leaving me the comments, kept inspiring me to keep going. Like, you guys don't know how grateful I am for that. Now, one thing I am going to do is, it's in the works. I'm getting a better camera. I'm going to get some background stuff. I'm going to have a green screen behind me so we can have some cool graphics in the back as well. I think you guys deserve the best. If you're, say you share my video, or if, you tell a friend or family member, someone on social media, oh yeah, check out this guy, Mike. He's kind of a knucklehead. He's got an annoying voice, but, he talks about some pretty cool topics, some pretty crazy things going on in the world. And he seems to, talk with some common sense and logic. If you guys are telling people to check me out, or sharing my videos, like I said, or anything, or telling someone about me, and somebody goes to watch me and they're like, who is this knucklehead with this low quality video, So listen, you guys deserve the best. So I'm just telling you, things are in the works, saving my pennies in the penny jar. Times are a little tough right now, but things are in the works where we're going to get some top quality videos. We're going to have, a real YouTube studio with some real graphics. So thank you guys for sticking with me through the beginning where I was just getting my feet wet. And like I said, you guys deserve the best, and I'm going to bring it to you. So thank you. All right. With all that over with, let's get into this. Okay. Quick explanation. These ladies on The View. Now, these ladies, they talk shit about everybody. These were the ladies that were calling Joe Rogan an ist and an ism and phobe and everything else. Everybody's racist to these people. It's insane. So Senator Ron Johnson, excuse me, he was on some Zoom call or something where he said that he wasn't afraid of what happened on January 6th at the Capitol. He wasn't really afraid. He said, however, if it was BLM and Antifa storming the Capitol, he would have been very afraid. He would have been more scared. I'm going to show you guys. And what these ladies said to that, it's the most egregious form of gaslighting, blatant lies, complete misinformation to their viewers. Now, all these people on the left, they want to cancel Tucker Carlson and all these other people, these big YouTubers that are conservative, because they say that they're misinforming people. They say, oh, that misinformation is dangerous. We got to cancel them. We got to shut them down. We got to silence them. Why is nobody talking about the misinformation from these ladies on The View? This is insane. Check this out. So, all right, check this out.
Look, I'm also criticized because I've made the comment that on January 6th, I never felt threatened, because I didn't. I knew those are people that love this country, that truly respect law enforcement, would never do anything to break a law. And so I wasn't concerned. Now, had the tables been turned, and Joe, this got me in trouble. Had the tables been turned and President Trump won the election, and those were tens of thousands of Black Lives Matter and Antifa protesters, I might have been a little concerned.
Can anybody explain what?
Oh, snap. He just poked the hornet's nest. So check this out.
What this man is talking about here. Can anybody tell me what he is? What is he saying? He's scared of black people? We're not going anywhere, so he better get over it. But what is he saying, Sonny?
He's right out there. He's right out there with his racism. There's no dog whistle for him. It's like, I'm a racist. Have a nice day. You know what I mean? I guess, it's funny. When I was watching this, it's so aggravating to listen to this idiot. I mean, he and I are very different. I'll tell you this right now. If I was surrounded by people carrying weapons, people erecting bludgeoning a police might be a little scared, but Ron, no, he's not scared of those people.
Sorry, I just had to bleep that out because she says some things that YouTube would not like, but it was just about Mike Pence and what they were saying to do to Mike Pence, and they were assaulting a police officer. They were rolling in the news. Anyway, carry on. Here we go.
People, he's scared of this fictitious idea of Antifa, a thing that doesn't even exist.
Wait, what?
Aggravating to listen to this idiot. I mean, he and I are very different. I'll tell you this right now. If I was surrounded by people carrying weapons, people erecting nooses, screaming, bludgeoning a police officer to death, I might be a little scared. But Ron, no, he's not scared of those people. He's scared of this fictitious idea of Antifa, a thing that doesn't even exist. He needs to go. He needs to go, and soon.
Sonny.
It gets better, or should I say worse?
What I ask you, what is he talking about?
I mean, Joy said it. He's talking about fear of black people. It's like I was so shocked that we had an elected representative saying the quiet part out loud. He said it out loud. I am not afraid of insurrectionists who stormed our Capitol and tried to upend our democracy, but I am afraid of black people peacefully protesting according to their God-given constitutional rights. That, however, I am afraid of. And he should be ashamed of himself. He also doubled down, actually, to ABC News and basically said, well, yes, because the Black Lives Matter protest and Antifa, this fictitious Tifa, there were 570 out of 7,750 protests, 570 turned into violent riots that killed 25 people. And he was citing this data from the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project. Though that project actually responded and said that he was bastardizing and twisting that data because actually the Black Lives Matter protests were not violent. They were actually not violent, and that there was aggressive intervention by police, counter demonstrators like militia groups, and car ramming attacks that made those protests violent. Not black folks, not black people. And so I would say, stop being afraid of black people exercising their constitutional rights, Ron Johnson, and perhaps just pick up a history book and perhaps stop saying the quiet part out loud. And
all right, so you guys heard that, you saw that. Now listen, he said nothing about race, nothing. We all know. I mean, all right. So first of all, they said Antifa isn't real. Clearly, they're either just blatantly lying and gaslighting their viewers, or they pay no attention to what's been going on in the world. So Joy Behar and Sonny Liston or Sonny Hostin or whatever her name is, if Antifa's not real, where are all these mugshots coming from? What is all this? He said nothing about race. Now, as handsome and good looking and, not as good looking as people as these are, they're mostly white. Like I see a couple of black people, but you can't even really tell if they're black or if they're mixed or if they're Hispanic. Like, these people are mostly white. That's Antifa. That's BLM. I mean, these people don't pay attention. And yes, BLM has had huge protests and riots that have had a lot of black people in them. But you see so many of these people getting arrested that are white. So Ron Johnson didn't say anything about race. That had nothing to do with race. It was about these violent movements. And for them to say that this doesn't exist, well, we all know where they got that. They got that from their leader.
But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing.
FBI director
This
said
is a left-wing problem.
White supremacist. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got it.
Not militia. That's what his
It's an idea.
FBI.
Oh, so okay, their fearless leader, Sleepy Joe said it, so it all makes sense now. It's okay. It must be an idea. And then that Sonny Liston, Sonny Liston's a boxer, Sonny, whatever her name is, goes on and talks about the peaceful protests. She said that the peaceful protests, I mean, all they literally have to do is Google Antifa Portland or Antifa Seattle, and they will see the months and months and months of just attacks on the courthouses, and so that's why I'm trying to figure out, like, are they really that misinformed, or was this an intentional lie, intentional gaslighting? I mean, we all watched last year, this is in Minneapolis burning. We all watched so many cities burn due to the riots. And oh, guys, this is... All right, I'm getting too frustrated here. I got to wrap it up. You guys, that was did you hear that, lady? That Ron Johnson said nothing about race. Nothing about race. The majority of Antifa is white. A lot of the BLM rioters, white. Nothing about race. Of course, these ladies make it all about race. Misinformation. They want to go after Tucker Carlson. They want to go after One American News. They want to go after Newsmax. They want to go after Parler. They want to go after all these other conservatives. And listen, I say it every time. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat or liberal, or I don't know what I am. I'm just a dummy that gets on here and speaks my mind. But I never voted till this past year. I never really got into politics or, the whole culture wars or anything like that until I saw the madness going on. So I'm not defending anybody. I'm just talking common sense and logic. Like, these people are talking about misinformation from these right-wing and conservative groups. Where's the Where's everybody going after these people for misinformation? Listen, I'm all about freedom of speech. I don't want to cancel anybody. But we can't have the double standard of these ladies just blatantly misinforming every one of their viewers who probably don't do their own. These people's viewers are the kind of people that don't do their own research. Like my parents, for example. My mom, she probably watches The View. I don't know if she does anymore. She used to. I was talking to my dad the other day. He knew nothing about Dr. Zeus. He knew nothing about Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzales. He knew nothing about trigger warnings on the Muppets. He knew nothing about Disney cartoons like The Aristocrats and Dumbo and Lady and the Tramp getting canceled. He knew nothing about Mr. Potato Head being genderless. He knew nothing about this whole cancel culture war nonsense because he does nothing but watches mainstream media. Mainstream media is the propaganda. We know what it is. They're not going to try to make regular people out there be like, what the hell's going on? This isn't right. I might want to look into this. Like, that's what happened to me. They're not going to want it. So they don't put that stuff in front of the regular people just sitting there watching the mainstream media. So anyway, so that's why I try to do what I do and bring you guys this madness and this craziness as best I can. Like I said, quality's going to get better. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me from the beginning. You guys are amazing. I'm so grateful. And like, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. We've got an amazing community here. We just subscribe. You're going to like it. Just check the comment sections out. It's fun. All right, guys, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Peace.